Well, we've got a fun new muffin recipe for you that I think the kids will absolutely love. Joining us now in the kitchen is Dr. Okunde from Premier Health. Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Good morning, Amy.
Thanks
nice
for coming
to
on the
finally
show.
be here. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Back to school. It's that time of year where
Isn't that exciting?
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I think so. But we can handle this. That's what women do.
That's true.
That's
absolutely.
right.
And so I'm already thinking of new fun back to school recipes and something you know, to give the kids as they head out the door. Muffins are a great thing.
Absolutely.
But boy, all muffins are not created equal, correct?
Not at all. Not at all. And this is a particularly good one when we talk healthy. Food, as you know, is very important, and is very important in issues that relate to health as well. So it's a better story that we have to tell is food and what we eat and how it affects our health. That's what this is going to be all about today.
And now there are so many great products that
Yeah.
actually, you know, you can actually make wonderful, healthy muffins that taste great. Now, you're an internist, doctor. Tell us
Yes,
about what you do in
yes.
your practice.
Well, an internist is a family practitioner for adults, really a family practice doctor.
Okay.
And we do that and more. And we specialize in chronic medical illnesses like high blood pressure and diabetes and, you know, things like that. Strokes, cholesterol, diabetes, all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, and it's so important for adults. You know, we always take care of our kids and get our kids into our doctor appointments.
True.
But when's the last time you had a checkup? You know, it's important.
Once a year.
Yeah,
Once
everybody,
a year. That's
everybody.
so important.
And boy,
Yeah.
I tell you, my husband went about 6 to 8 months ago, and his numbers weren't great. You know, so we made some little changes around the house, using things more like oat. He does steel cut oats every morning for breakfast.
Whole grains.
Whole grains.
Whole
exactly.
grains, very important.
And you know, less butter. Using more things like olive oil. So
Absolutely.
So the first thing we're going to do for this recipe is we're actually going to use oat bran. So come on over a little closer.
Good choice.
And we're going to actually use 2 cups of oat bran instead of flour. So these are going to be really nice, dense muffins. We're going to do the dry ingredients. Then we've got 1/8 of a teaspoon of stevia, and stevia is a sugar, a natural sugar sweetener.
A sugar substitute. Correct.
Really, you know, available anywhere now. Very, very easy. It's 1 packet actually we're going to use to find, and tastes great. Once you have it in your coffee or in your baking, you really won't notice the difference. So
It's a great one for diabetics too.
yeah, exactly.
one.
All right, so we've basically got, I'm looking at my sheet here, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 packet of the stevia. So we're going to, when you're doing muffins, it's really important to do dry and the wet. So first of all, we're going to mix the dry together. Now, blueberries also are so good for you.
Lots of antioxidants. Good serving of fruits per day, 5 of them, keeps you going. That's just what the
Absolutely.
doctor ordered.
Yeah, you know,
right.
we'll throw blueberries in salads, in oatmeal, great in muffins. Okay, so we're going to get to work on the wet ingredients. And again, we're going to show you that we're using things that are really, really healthy, but are going to keep these muffins nice and moist. We've got 1/2 cup of low-fat vanilla yogurt.
Healthy.
Then we've got orange juice, which is going to sweeten it. And again, we don't need a lot of oil, but we are using a little bit of olive oil in here.
Very healthy choice too.
Yes. What does eating smart mean to you? And then we've got egg substitute. You know, I know it's hard. Everybody says it's so hard to eat smart, but what does that mean to you?
Eating smart really just means knowing what you're putting in your mouth. Again, that connection between food and health. As you know, 1/3 of our country is obese, and just being aware of what you put in your own mouth, knowing what your own health issues are, and addressing them in your choices of food that you choose. So in this case, we think that this is a good source of our natural antioxidants, of our fruit choices, and whole grain.
And this is also low glycemic. What does that mean?
Well, the glycemic index is the new rave nowadays that really scores foods based on how high they raise your sugars. Now we're, you know, this whole thing that we all deal with, you know, the whole stomach fat thing, we think that it's related to how high and how fast your sugars are elevated by food. So we like to stay closer to the natural foods, and foods with a lower glycemic index are better for you.
Okay.
So we just add that to all the different things that we already know about foods and food choices.
One more thing to look at.
Absolutely.
Now the recipe actually uses frozen blueberries. Don't let them thaw out. If you do that, they'll turn the muffins purple. So we don't want that. So we're actually going to throw them in there frozen. And frozen fruit are great to have on hand for smoothies, to do a quick blueberry smoothie in the morning as you head out the door. Now you're going to notice, Doctor, that these muffins are a little bit loose, but they bake up really nicely. And because that oat bran is very, very dense. So I like to use a scoop, just a muffin scoop or a cookie scoop, and that way no drips, no mess. We bake these for about 20 minutes, 350? 16 to 20 minutes at 350.
That's all?
Yeah, they're very, very
Wow.
quick, and there's nothing like warm muffins in the morning, or throw these in the kid's lunch bag instead of cookies. Now, insurance.
right.
What kind of insurance do you take, Doctor?
Oh, pretty much everything, everything. Anything from, you know, the Medicare, the network health insurance, United, pretty much anything.
And where are you located for people who have been putting off that checkup and they really need to get in there?
1540 Lion Drive in Neenah, and we take all adults, anybody from age 14 above. You can be in perfect health, or at least I'll tell you so, or we would take anyone with any health problems. Again, we deal with chronic medical illnesses, but we're glad to have the young, healthy female, and we really personalize your care to you. So whatever you need is what we provide for you.
Wonderful. Well, here are our muffins out of the oven, and they bake up wonderfully, and they're good for you, too. A pleasure to meet you. Thank you so
Yum.
much. Appreciate
Well,
it.
thank
Thanks
you for
coming.
having me, Amy.
Come back again.
Thank you.
Have a muffin. There you go. Dig in. I'll have one, too. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you.